Hi, I just wanted to share a little bit of information I found out about flea stuff for the dogs. I used to use Frontline. It worked great for a long time and then it quit working. So I found K9 Advantix II here has totally different ingredients in it than the Frontline does. That doesn't mean Frontline's not going to work for you, but I chose to get K9 Advantix II because it's what works here for me in Ohio. Anyway, when you get the flea medicine, you definitely have to give your dogs flea medicine. It saves a lot of vet bills and it's a once-a-month treatment and it's definitely well worth it. But I have several dogs, so it gets kind of expensive just buying the little tube of it. Plus, I found out that it's a lot better on your dog to dose it out according to the dog's weight. And it's hard for the companies, they have to draw the line somewhere. So a 0 to 10 pound dog gets 0.04 milliliters of flea medicine. 11-pound dog gets 1 milliliter of flea medicine. So the difference between a 10-pound dog and an 11-pound dog is more than double the dose, which can't be good for your little dog. This is definitely a chemical. It can definitely hurt the dogs, you know, if you overdose them. And it's a topical treatment. Never ever give this internally. It's topical. It goes on the fur on the outside. But to not give so much to your pet, what I do is I buy the K9 Advantix II over 55 for the extra large dog, because that will have the most flea medicine in it for me. And then I take it out and I find it's best to have a bottle that's brown or a glass bottle, but you can use any pill bottle, it works as well. And then you got the little tube here, and that's got 4 milliliters of stuff in it because it was for the extra large dog. And then I squirt it into my little bottle here, and I take the cap off, and then you turn the cap over and pop it, and then you squirt it into your bottle. You weigh your dog, your puppy, your adult dog, whatever you've got, you weigh them, and then you dose it out according to their weight. So say your dog weighs 11 pounds. If you're buying this according to the chart, you're going to buy the size for I believe it's a medium sized dog, and that would be 11 to 20 pounds so 11 to 20 pounds, and you're going to have medium sized dog, but your dog only weighs 12 pounds. So you're not going to want to give him 1 whole milliliter of this stuff. So what I do is if the dog weighs 11 or 12 or 13 pounds and the small dosage was up to 10 pounds for 0.04, then I'll give the dog 0.05 milliliters. And what you do is you get a syringe, you can buy them at Tractor Supply, you can ask your vet for one, and you read the label on the side, and 0.05 is a tiny, tiny amount, and you want as small a syringe as you can get so you can measure that. The ones that go to 1 milliliter would be best, but if you have one that goes up to 3 milliliters, the 0.05, and this was a 3 milliliter one, the 0.05 is just like down here really low on the bottom. So anyway, then you just put it in here, draw up your dosage, and then you take it and you would put it on your pet. And on this one, I believe they tell you to put it in 4 spots, to put it at the back of the neck, and then the base of the tail, and then 2 little spots in between on the spine. So, and then you just make sure it gets down to the skin, and that will, one dose then, if you have a little dog and you're only giving it 0.05, that's going to last you for 8 times. So one little tube is going to last you 8 times. So that's how you can save on your flea medicine, but make sure your dog is protected that way, and so you don't have fleas in your house and your dog doesn't have to suffer, because fleas cause an awful lot of issues with dogs, and it makes them suffer and they itch a lot, and you don't want that happening to your pet. So make sure you treat them with their flea medicine.
How often?
Once a month. The flea, this stuff that I use is a once-a-month treatment, which makes it very easy. And I don't give it to them when it starts freezing outside. I quit giving it to them for the winter months, and I start it back up in February or March, depending on the weather. So that way they have a little bit of a break from it. But I definitely start it back up before the weather gets warm. You want to start it up like 1 month before the weather actually warms up.
Can you do it on puppies then?
You can do it on puppies that are 8 weeks or older. You don't want to do it on a puppy younger than 8 weeks.